can't take out Rick Grimes like that, can you? I don't believe it. I know he leaves the show. I don't think he's gonna get eaten by those walkers. I just don't. I don't believe it. I can't believe how much the show has improved. We're 4 episodes in, but it's like it's an entirely new show. Like, it's a completely different show, and I can't get over the dialogue more than anything else. You know I've said this in all my other reviews, but the characters are having real conversations and talking like real people, and they kind of never did that. I mean, maybe in the Frank Darabont days, in the first couple seasons, maybe. Even though I loved seasons 3 and 4, I just feel like they feel more like real people now than they ever have. And just the conversations are, they're weightier. They actually mean something. Like I said, I was worried though, because Rick was having these like really significant moments with significant people in his life. And so I was worried that it was kind of a farewell to Rick and that he might die at the end. That just seems like I said, I know that Rick leaves the show, but I don't know, I don't know how or why. And I wonder if this is a fake out, because it was common knowledge that Andrew Lincoln was leaving. So I do wonder if this was maybe a fake out. Like, we were supposed to think, oh, this is how they're going to kill Rick. And, then he ends up being okay. And then he is killed, later on. Or, I kind of think that he's not going to be killed and he's just going to go on some side mission or something. But I don't think that they would do that after what they did with Glenn in season 6. I mean, everybody hated that fake out death. So I can't imagine that they would do that again with Rick. I mean, that would be a really bad call. So I kind of think that this is significant. I just can't believe that they would take Rick out like this. So, I do not think he's going to be eaten by those walkers. I think he'll be rescued and, maybe he'll die of his injuries, or maybe he'll recover and then, he'll go on some side quest. So I don't know. But I think that there would be like a big uproar, a big, like some fan outrage, if they faked out his death. So anyway, we'll see how that plays out. That's interesting. But I loved also, what I loved about the conversation is, even though I'm siding with Daryl, Rick isn't wrong. Like, they both are making valid points, and I can see where both of them are coming from. And I really appreciate that. So, I just love how he called him brother. I love it. So yeah, that was all just really, really well done. So Michonne, in the beginning, when we kept seeing her get up and, she seems to have trouble sleeping, and she was getting up and going to, slay walkers. It reminded me of Buffy season 5. I'm not going to spoil anything, but just Buffy went through this phase where she was getting up at night and going out to slay vampires. And so that kind of reminded me, her general restlessness, and she can't sleep unless she goes and slays. So that kind of reminded me of Buffy. But it's interesting. She doesn't seem happy, or she doesn't seem fulfilled. But I wondered if that was, halfway through, I was like, oh, was she sleeping alone? Because I don't remember seeing Rick in bed next to her. So I thought, oh, well, is this after, are they going to kill Rick in this episode? And then this is after Rick's death, and so she can't sleep. And anyway, I thought that's maybe where they were going to take it, but I guess she's just kind of restless with everything in general. I thought the Negan stuff was good until he was like crying over not being able to see his bat. I thought that was kind of ridiculous. Like, I understand the bat is symbolic to him and he named it after his wife, and I get that, but I mean, that's kind of weird. So I didn't like that because everything else that they were doing with Negan was actually really well done. I have a really bright light, which is kind of blinding right in front of me. So I don't know if it was because I have this bright light in my face, but those scenes in the jail were so dark that I couldn't even see Negan. Is that intentional? I mean, I could barely see Michonne, but I could see her better than Negan. And I just wonder if that's because I have this bright light in my face, or if that was intentional, if that's an artistic, like, is that a choice? Oh, and they kept bringing up Carl too. They kept just twisting that knife, you know? I did love that Michonne referred to her sons and her daughter. That was really sweet. So anyway, all right. Happy Halloween, everybody. See you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.